Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time it is for you. I'm Cyclo. This is Let's Play Train Simulator. We are going to, today, look at the fifth of the 6 scenarios that come with the Riviera line service. Again, keeping in mind that some of these other scenarios you see, for example, the 159 is its own DLC. The 150 is a separate scenario, I believe a workshop scenario. I'll have to change the 150 out in that one. Among other things that you see here with high-speed trains, things like that, which are not part of the package. Only the 6 scenarios that are numbered are actually part of the package and are going to be what we do in this swing. We're on the 5th of those today. So, busy day on the coast. We're going to be following a delayed service on this, on our own service. Let's see what that entails. As we get started on the scenario, I will see you inside. Interesting scenery shots for that scenario. Driver, today you will be driving a 143 along the coast. Careful when you get to Newton Abbot. There is a delayed service that will be running in front of you. Keep an eye out for red and yellow signals and be prepared to stop. Roger. Doors are open. We're going to get going in a moment. And you may have noticed the weather is so much nicer today. There's a lot more we can actually do here today in terms of weather. I'm going to go ahead and put the headlights on quickly by pushing H. I will reset the AWS self-test. And before we get going, let's take a look outside. So we're going to set out on this beautiful, I assume summer's day here near the beach at Exeter St. David's. We're going to head towards Teignmouth as our first stop. We're only going to be going to a few stations here today, not many. We're just making 5 different stops along the way to Paignton. All the stations within the Paignton part of the line, we're going to be going to all of them. But Newton Abbot is literally the first of those stations. So this is kind of an express service and then every station after that. There's a footbridge, one of our initial tunnels. And actually, that was not Exeter St. David's. I misquoted. That was actually Dawlish. We're going down to from Dawlish to Paignton, so we're already in the tunnels. I wondered why my notes didn't match up. This is actually Paignton Tunnel. We just came through the previous tunnel before that. That was Kenaway Tunnel. This is Fillet Tunnel. Clark Tunnel. And finally, the longest of them all, the Parsons Tunnel, is going to be coming around the corner. The Parsons Tunnel. There it is. Oops. Yeah, I was right. We are going to have to slow down our gas. Have to hold on the acceleration because we are going to be coming into a 75, but not for a moment longer. And even then, we have a 60 after that. So we're going to have to take the few extra seconds of additional speed we can before we have to slow down completely for the station. So we can speed up briefly for a moment. I don't know why we have a 75 here. I honestly don't. There's our warning for the 60 coming up. I'm trying to let the speed ease down on its own, but it doesn't seem to want to cooperate, so I'm going to have to do a slight brake application right there. That'll do. We're going to start slowing down for the station now anyway. So I moved up to a level 2 brake application because we are coming in very, very hot right now. This is not the platform. The platform is a little further up. This is an abandoned part of the platform. Here's the actual platform. I really should have gone a little further, but unfortunately we have to get the doors open, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Doors open right here. An arrival at Teignmouth, platform 1. As you may have just noticed, we had a little bit of a situation with our bug with the train not wanting to work. I'm going to hope that doesn't affect us too much for our stop at Newton Abbot. We're going to just roll with it for right now. One more shot at the doors. A little bit annoying if you think about it. Oh, now we're good to go. At a very, very slow speed, I might add. So finally we're away from Teignmouth platform, and now we are definitely going to be late for our next stop. Now you know why there's complaints about this route, if you did not know already. I'm going to be trying to go hightail all the way into our next stop here at Newton Abbot. My goodness. It might still be doable, it might not. We'll find out. Anyway, that is 5 miles away from where we are. Like I said, it is still possible we could make this, but we're going to be pushing it now. We are really going to be pushing it. There has to be, I imagine by this point there has to be a fix for that problem. I really should ask around and see if there's a fix for that problem, and maybe I can address that on a revisit when we take another train along this line. Or it may just be a problem with that train. We may have to just use the Armstrong Powerhouse one to make sure we can have a clean run. I don't know. I honestly don't know what it is, but I don't predict that train ever getting fixed. I honestly don't. So you notice we've crossed into an 80-mile-per-hour speed limit at this point. We are going at a slightly reduced speed of 60 because we haven't really been able to increase speed any faster than normal. This is the normal acceleration rate for a Class 143, which makes our timetable problem even more annoying right now. There's not really much to discuss along the way here. There's a lot of bridges and underpaths and things like that. There's one of the many overbridges. We're just under 3 miles shy of the station, so based on my analysis, that is the Red Rock footbridge. It could very well have been another bridge as well, but I think it was the Red Rock footbridge. Our green signal continuing. Alert to the upcoming speed change. I've gone ahead and idled the throttle at this point. We are going to be removing the speed a little bit by the time we get to the 60. I'm going to start doing that now. There's another train. I've gone ahead and eased off the brakes. We are on fairly level ground at this point. There is going to be a slight uphill, downhill as we come through the next set of signals. We have a double yellow signal ahead. Going to keep an eye out for a single red signal because that, or a single yellow signal, because that would be the sign we have to actually stop for the station. Before the station. I can still see yellow ahead, which I expected. Oops. So that's a single yellow. We need to start slowing down immediately. Now, given our expected arrival time in the station, I don't think it's going to matter too much, but we have to go down to 40 anyway. So we're going to immediately stop for the... we're gonna have to get ready to stop for the signal because it is before the 40 mile per hour speed limit. I see a yellow, so we are good. We are under 40 at this time. We can proceed. So we have the yellow signal. We are safe to continue. We are clear to proceed into Newton Abbot Station. The signal after the station is presently displaying a red aspect. We're going to get this train stopped at an appropriate location along the platform, and we're going to get these doors open. And the doors are now open. Arrival, I'm going to say on time, at Newton Abbot Station. Departing away from Newton Abbot Station, we have 6 miles to go before our next stop, which is Torre. Lovely lady going along on the platform there. And you can see that we do have a yellow signal at the end of our platform. So we are going to have to drive under caution, knowing that the next signal could be red. At this moment, it is indeed displaying a red aspect because of the fact that this is a single yellow. So we know the next signal is currently red. We will not know for sure what we have to deal with until we get to that signal. And I am going to just drive under caution at this point. So this is Torquay Road, the A380. The Torquay Road footbridge also will be passing along with that road. And shortly after, there's an underlined bridge for Kayberry Road. We don't see it or many of the underneath footbridges on this route because the way the map is, the area is designed, we don't see what goes under the tracks. So we are driving under caution. You saw the link go off from our track to the South Devon main line, which is still going to be running alongside us for a moment, but there's no other access to that track for us now. We are now on separate paths. South Devon main line also connected over to our track. The tracks are now splitting. So we now have a temporary 4-track set up here. We are on the up Torquay, and in case you did not know, the up means you're going away from, or sorry, I should say we're on the down Torquay. Up means you're going towards London, down means you're going away from London. So you can move from an up to a down just by going through the an area near London. You're suddenly moving from an up to a down because of the track you're taking, in theory. You can see we do have a red aspect ahead. I did not slow down for that in any reasonable amount of time, so I am probably going to have to stop for that signal. Very, very good chance I'm going to be stopping for that signal, especially because I'm getting super close. Normally I would try to keep going for the signal, but because I was trying to explain the difference between up and down lines, I'm just going to approach slowly and come to a stop. And I'm actually gaining speed there. That's not good. So we're going to go full service. I'm going to go ahead and leave it on level 1 brake application, and that is not enough. We need a level 2 to maintain and not go past this signal, which is kind of strange. Why I'm on a level 1 brake application and it is gaining speed, that is a little disconcerting. I'm a little concerned about how the brakes are operating right now on this train. But we do have to wait for this signal, and it should change in just a moment anyway. Signal TD213 is now a green signal. Yeah, I'm not sure why I was gaining speed with the level 1 brake application. The brakes are not working as well as they should, apparently, on this train right now. I'm going to have to get them to look at that, because that doesn't seem safe. Now that I know the brakes are behaving like that, I might have to use a stronger brake application coming into Torre station, because I need to make sure that I am able to come to an appropriate stop. So I had to retake this segment because as I was continuing along this journey, and thank goodness I'm placing saves as I go, as I was continuing along this journey, the robotic girl in the front hallway came to life and started talking about something. I don't know what it was because I wasn't listening to it, but needless to say, I didn't want her talking on the microphone, so I went ahead and just retook this section for you. Crossing a small stream. This is one of the two roads known as Aller Road. The Aller Tunnel was supposed to be coming along this area as well. I'm not sure what's up with that. It's showing on the map today there's a tunnel in that area, but as you notice, we don't see a tunnel. Now, I don't know why I cut off the engine when I did either, because needless to say, I'm now going 100, there we go. Needless to say, I was not going the speed limit. And I can go the speed limit, so I'm going to now continue to try to go the speed limit. I'm going to temporarily cut that off so we don't speed into the 60. And I will now go ahead and increase it again. We are coming to an uphill gradient. It's going to go to a 1 in 109, I believe. This here may be Dobbin Road. Or that may have been Kings Kirwell Road, I'm not sure. It's one of those two. So we know there's a 45 speed limit coming up. I'm going to go ahead and hold the line for a moment. Now that warning is not for the 45 speed board. You can see clearly a yellow signal that we are passing right now. That is a single yellow signal. We did not see a double yellow. That warning was for the 45 speed board, which we are passing right about now. There it is. So we're going to have to slow down for a potential red signal 0.7 of a mile away. I'm going to go ahead and just keep going at the speed I am right now because I have a little ways to go until that signal. I believe this is the A380. There's several different roads that take the path of the A380, which is a major road in the Cornwall area. So I believe that was one of them. We're going to eventually see another bridge going over in the other direction, probably, to when that road gets taken over by a different road. So I believe that was Scott's Road that we went under. We have a red signal that, or no, that is a 30-mile-per-hour speed board, not a red signal. And we're already down 230 because we're driving under caution, so that's perfectly fine. We're in good shape for that. In fact, I need to put some speed back on. But we are going to be coming up on a signal shortly. This could be a red signal. It could be a yellow signal. We will see. Could even be a green signal if that train got away in a hurry. Putting on brake application just to be sure because we are getting really close to it. It is a red signal. We have a warning. It is now a yellow signal. We're going to get back up to 30 miles per hour. I'm actually going ahead because we have still in the 45 and we have a ways to go before the 30. I decided to go ahead and take advantage of the opportunity to get the additional speed. We are on a downhill, so we're going to be gaining speed through this downhill. We have to hit the brakes to make sure we don't speed. And I'm going to do that now. Level 1 brake application does seem to be working now. Don't know why it wasn't at the signal. That was really strange. Now, I am slowing down casually for the 30, but we do have to stop at the station, so we're going to keep that in mind. I'm going to take the brakes off for a moment. We're on a 1 in 73 gradient, fairly steep for a railroad track. And I'm down a little bit early, so I'm going to go ahead and just allow my speed to gain a little bit, and then I'm going to drop it again. You can see that we're gaining speed quite a bit on this hill, so I'm going to use a level 2 to make sure we get down where we need to be. And I'm going to make sure we stay under 30 from this point. We are now entering the realm of the platform, so I'm going to actually get ready to stop completely at this point. We have a red signal at the end of the platform, so we are going to keep that in mind. I did not mean to go to full service. I'm going to stay in step 2, drop it back to step 1, and open the doors. Now, I would normally use the driver reminder appliance, but we can see the red signal, so I'm just going to go ahead and use that. Legally, you may have to use the driver reminder appliance. Departing away from Torre Station, the ruling speed is 30 miles per hour. You can see the signal has changed to a single yellow aspect at the end of the platform. So we are able to proceed. There is no other signal before Torquay Station. So we are cleared into Torquay Station just like that. Now because we're on a downhill, a 1 in 98, we've just moved now a 1 in, oh, it keeps changing, I'll let you know in a second. A 1 in 56 downhill gradient, that's going to gain speed very, very nicely. So we're going to take that into account as we come to a stop at the station. I'm going to gain a little bit of speed right now to help us keep time. We have to be there in 1 minute, which you would expect with the station so close. I've now taken off the throttle. We now have 2 miles away from our speed limit. We need to start slowing down anyway by the time we get to 40. So I'm going to go ahead and put a level 1 brake application in place to help maintain speed. Now as we get further or closer to the station, I'll increase the brake application further. So now I'm going to move to a level 2 brake application. I'm going to ease that back to a step 1. In fact, I'm going to ease it off for a moment because we are coming in a little slower than I would like. But now I'm going to put it back on. We are aware of an adverse signal. It looks like a yellow signal at the end of the platform. I'm going to look for a stopping spot here. I don't see it yet. And I see it now. This is our stopping spot right about here. I'm a little ahead of it, but I'm going to go ahead and take that. So arrival at Torquay, platform 2, or platform 1, sorry. Departing away from Torquay Station, our final stop is Paignton, platform 1. We are driving under a caution aspect, right? Well, where we are right now is more of a double yellow, but you see the caution aspect up ahead because that is a single yellow, and that means the next signal is presently red as we drive. As we leave the station, you notice the footbridge went over, and actually that was Station Road, I believe, that went over That was Station Road. Immediately followed by Seaway Lane. And another bridge coming around the corner here is a bridge that is not used by vehicles, it looks like. I don't know what it is used for, but this road is not used by vehicles. So I'm going to go a little ways, get a little bit of speed, a little of our journey here, but we're going to have to stop possibly at this signal. This is Cockington Court Road that just passed underneath. And now we have Liverneed Hill, or Liverneed Road. And we still have Liverneed Road here, so it looks like it's a road that might loop around or something like that. And here's one of the major roads, Paignton Road, the A379. I'm just coasting at this point around the 25-mile-per-hour range as we are going uphill, and I know that we are under caution. We do have lots of time to make this stop coming up at Paignton, so I'm not too concerned about my speed right now, just in case we have to stop. If we do have another yellow aspect ahead, I will put a burst of speed on so we can speed towards the next signal, knowing that it may also be a stop aspect. We will find out. I'm gaining speed on this downhill, which is a little more worrying at this point. But I do have a yellow signal ahead, so I am going to go ahead at this point and increase speed. We have another road crossing under here. This might be the Gateworks. And now the road going over us is the Hollycomb. There are several underlying bridges that are going to cross under us. Sandy Lane is going to be the first of them. I'm not going to bore you with the details of all of them. They're not really important. But you can assume that these underbridges service the houses on this side. So it might be a road that services this community over on our left. You can see another community over on our right. And I think you can see one of the roads right there. We're getting an upcoming warning for the 15-mile-per-hour speed restriction as we enter Paignton Station. I'm going to go ahead and slow down to, right now about 20 I think is good for the time being. There are no other overbridges, just a number of underbridges. The final one of the final ones is Poissum Road, about 3/10 of a mile away from the station. There is one more that I don't know what it is. And then we're going to be entering Paignton Station. There is an at-grade crossing at Paignton North as well. There's also another one after the station at Paignton South. I'm going to see if I can show you what is beyond Paignton on the map, because it is such a nice day. I'm going to show you what's over there before we wrap the scenario, because I'm sure you're wondering, in case you drive the Sierras but you've never driven anything that goes in that area beyond, because it shows the whole area on the map. You're probably wondering what's over there. I'm going to pause the game and show you. If we look at the map right now, you can see, for example, where I am, right here. All that map is down there. You probably want to know what that is. You probably want to know exactly what that is. We have a yellow signal, so I'm going to just mind my speed for the 15. That is an error. That should be an alert for an AWS alert telling us about the yellow signal. It has not done that, so naturally that is a mistake. I was getting a little concerned I was not going to brake in time. I was not braking properly for that speed limit. So I luckily caught that, and we are going to proceed at a slow speed now into Paignton Station. Here is the at-grade crossing. As you can see, the gates are up as a train is crossing. Well, one of the gates is down, the other one is up. That's kind of interesting, to say the least. So we're going to go ahead and continue to the, well, we can probably go to the end of the platform for this one. What do you think? I'll show you the entire station. You see the CCTV showing the schedules. There's the 4-car stop. I'll just go ahead and stop here. Nice, gentle stop. Open the doors, and that is that. Well, like I said, I'm going to show you what's beyond here. So on our tour south of Paignton Station, you can see this is where the roads converge. Let me move the map over to this area. You're going to see that the steam railway is actually over here. I'm going to try to move. That's the steam railway right here. There's my train. Here's the steam railway. So you'll notice that the steam railway and the main lines all converge over here. Now, if we continue down this road, you can see that my main line turns into a single lane. Now, you may have noticed back here there was no junction to move over yet. But if we move down here, you're going to notice that there is the at-grade crossing I mentioned south of Paignton Station. Continuing on, the steam railway is now on this. The steam railway is on our left. You notice there's a junction for the steam railway on the left, going to the left. That junction is for special tour services heading towards Kingswear Station, because Kingswear is still open on the steam railway, as well as several stations in between. The main line just ends at Paignton. So let's continue down this for a moment and see what is down further on our map. We're not going to be able to go all the way towards Kingswear, but I'm going to show you a little bit here, because there are some sidings over here I want to get you to. This is a bridge, obviously, some kind of road bridge here. And then once you go under that bridge, you can see all the sidings down here. Now, we were shown as having a terminus, and the reason is because we were probably being pointed towards one of the sidings, which indeed will be a terminus for us. For example, there's something right there. That's a train in the sidings. So this is a parking spot for our trains, because that is the 153. The steam railway is, again, all the way over here. That's the steam railway. Over here, you can find that this is where the main line effectively ends. Now, on the open railway map, it looks like there's a cut on the line before you actually go to the steam railway, and it looks like that is absolutely correct, because if we come down here to the end of the sidings, you can see that there is a double red aspect here, which means this is the end of the line. And the steam railway now takes over going to the right. So now there's the steam railway. There's a separate sidings. This is the separate sidings for the steam railway up ahead. Those sidings are for the steam railway. But this is the ultimate terminus of the Riviera line DLC. You can't go any further than this, and unless you have a special service and you are routed on the special service towards Kingswear. But what I am told is that if you were to continue towards Kingswear on this map, that there would be no scenery. And as you see, when we move ahead, you can see the scenery seems to come to an abrupt end. The line is there, but the scenery kind of looks like it does a weird thing here. So this is effectively the end of the map for our purposes. And again, like I said, the line is there, but the scenery kind of takes a nosedive. You have a weird set of cliffs here. And, yeah, so we're not going to be taking this path in any way, shape, or form. That's just the steam railway at this point. So we're not going to take that path in any way, shape, or form. We're going to come back to this in the, when we get to the Riviera line, the 50s. At that point, we will take the line to Kingswear. And if we want to really have some fun and use some really old electric trains that might have been available at that time, we might be able to even do that. We'll see what the line gives us, but it may not be period specific. At some point, I will be driving steam on that line anyway, so don't worry. I will be taking the steam railway at some point. I will look at that in a lot more detail. Let's go back and take another look at our train. And as the scenario ends, as you can see, I have a perfect score running, and I am going to go ahead and keep that perfect score. But let's go ahead and get one more look at the train as we wrap up the scenario. So I just want to remind you, if you like what you saw here today, make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hello, and make sure you come back next time for the final scenario. And we're going to go ahead and finish this DLC. I should get an achievement with this, and I'll be very happy to see that. And I want to wish you a wonderful day, evening, or night, whatever it is in your part of the world. Let's take a look at the result map, and we're going to see what the achievement is that I pick up. I think I also got the gas guzzler achievement as well. I found out that when you open a scenario, it automatically counts as fueling the gas. Who knew? So, yeah, let's take a look at the score. But other than that, again, have a wonderful day, evening, or night, whatever it is for you. Hopefully that was not too much of a stressful run for you. You made good time despite being stuck behind a delayed service. Well done. I actually got a lot of achievements here. I got a lot of achievements. I'm not sure what the last one is, but I got a third achievement there. So there's the gas guzzler. There's the 4,300. Oh, I got 4,300 points on all of the scenarios in the DLC because I've already got 5,000 among all 5. So I got the 4,300 point goal, and I got the 700 for this scenario. There you go. Have a wonderful day, evening, or night. See you next time. Bye-bye.